Give her a few seconds. Give it a few seconds, Brittany, so that it...
Okay. My brother's 15. Born Halloween of 2001, 5 weeks premature, me and my family would never guess he'd grow to be about a full 5 feet 9 inches, which I guess you could say is pretty tall, at least in comparison to me. With mocha skin, dreaded hair, and pants hanging off his butt, and a name like Bryttani Wooten, he probably fits your idea of a stereotypical black male. But also little did me and my parents know that in 2001, him and every other black boy born has now a 1 in 3 chance of being incarcerated. Crazy, right? But the odds have been stacked against him long before 2001. Blacks have been thought to be menaces to society, unable to be tamed beasts, since they are of you-know-when, Jim Crow, Ku Klux, when the aroma of white supremacy flew through the air like the American flag they tried so hard to hide behind. Taming of America's beasts has now taken on new forms instead of blatant racism, lynchings, and segregation, but now turned into mass incarceration and over-policing. In the 1980s, it brought with it the war on drugs. The overrepresentation of African Americans arrested during this time gave the public the perception that they were the source of America's drug problem. But did you know that African Americans and whites use drugs at almost the same rate? Monthly, African Americans use drugs about 12%, which makes sense since they're 13% of the population, but they are 75% of all drug prisoners and 40% of all prisoners as a whole. Black Americans are 6 times more likely to be arrested than a white American, but the real question is to why. In my research, I found that police use algorithms to find out where they're going to police. They use arrest data, which then send police back to areas which arrests have already happened. So they come to these communities, arrest these people, rip them from these communities, send them to jail, where arrest data continues to form, sending more police back to these areas, which creates a vicious cycle. This is especially important for African American and minority communities and lends itself to statistics like 1 in every 10 black males in their 30s are in jail or prison at any given day. Black juveniles are 2 times more likely to be arrested than a white male. Black juveniles make up 14% of all youth, but are 40% of all prisoners, and 294 in every 100,000 black children are in prison. So, what does this mean for my brother? He's targeted and neglected. He is feared and feared some. When he walks into a room, you don't see his 5 feet 9 inches, but you see the mocha skin, the sagging pants, and the dreaded hair. Him and the other black children make up 16% of school children, but are 31% of all arrests or detentions given. Also, when statistics lend themselves to say that he's only 60% more likely to go to college than to go to prison, how would you take that? America does not care about him, but they see him as a target, as a statistic, not the brother, not the child, and not the athlete that he is. And every day I fear that at any moment he's at the wrong place, no longer a face, but a body. And I hope that he stays away from the thugs and the gangs, but at the end of the day we know they're just black boys too, stamped with the red ink that is their black skin that they did not choose. And I pray that he learns of the injustices faced in front of him so that he may hurtle over each one, becoming faster and faster, outrunning the stereotypes behind him. Because at the end of the day, he's my brother, and wouldn't the same thing too.